Hi guys. Hello from Grammy's Craft Boutique. How's everybody doing? So, I have attempted to hardwire into everything. So we should not have any kind of broadcast issues. No problems. I have so many wires over here. I drilled a hole in the wall to pull an Ethernet cable through. So we shouldn't have any issues today. Whoopsie. No, cancel that. Nope. There we go. Hi, Maria. Hi. Amanda with Grammy's Craft Boutique. And you guys, I have hardwired every single piece of equipment I'm using. We should not have any problems. And if we do, at least now we know it's not us. It's Facebook. So hop in. Let me know you're here. Hello, Lynn. How are you? Amanda with Grammy's Craft Boutique. And Grammy's not here with me today. Even after all this time of going live, I still feel super lonely when my mom's not here with me. Hi, Anita. How are you? How's everybody doing? We're going to do a Patriotic Grapevine, and we're going to use some products from the shop, but I'm going to do the bow first. Now, I have had a couple ladies ask, some questions about the bows and how I do certain things. So I'm going to try to go slow and explain it. Hi, Anna. Hi, Dana. Hey, everybody. Thanks for being here and keeping me company because I'm so lonely without my mom. Oh, look at my dirty table. I got to get out my little duster. Lots of little crafty pieces. I don't even think she's going to be on the live today because we had 4 pallets delivered last week, and we have a lot of greenery and flowers and ribbon to list. Thank you, Maria. Hi, Chris. Yes, you guys, I've been going live for a long time, and I still need my mom. So it's just weird that she's not here and that she's not on the live, but she's doing so good. She's helping get products listed on Etsy, and it helps so much. And I also think it's helping, of course, she still misses my grandma. We all do. And Easter was pretty tough. But it's awesome that, she's helping me, and it gives her, it makes her feel good, gives her purpose, and it helps me immensely. Hi, Penny. How are you? So I'm going to start off by making our bow, and I'm going to use, I mentioned this on the live sale last week, that I love these star print ribbon, and I'm going to use all 3 colors. You guys, we have the navy blue, the royal blue, and the red in our shop. And I have the numbers if you need them. Oh, let me see what everybody's saying. Oh, yes. We're all missing Grammy, aren't we? Oh, that's okay, Maria. I've been busy with baby shower and bridal shower. That's fun. Good. Hi, Kimber. So I'm going to get I use the Pro Bow 4-in-1. It's really similar to the Easy Bow Maker. I just am partial to this one because it's a little heavier, and it doesn't move around on me as much. So I'm going to move you guys down this way, and you can see all my cables. I have so many cables because I was like, we are going to fix this internet situation once and for all. By the time I do get this internet situation fixed, I'm going to be like a networking professional. Yes, I am. Not really, but it feels like it. Okay, so I'm going to start with the navy in the back. Hi, Debbie. Hey, Kimber. How's everybody doing? Did everyone have a nice Easter? I'm going to dovetail. And I always dovetail. I fold it in half and I cut from the fold out to the wire at an angle to get that nice dovetail. Rosario's going to watch for a bit while the baby naps. Oh, I miss baby naps. Landon was such a sweet baby, and he's a sweet young man now, but oh gosh, I miss that. We're going to make about a 14-inch tail. We're going to go in between the pegs and give it a twist. You always want your pretty side facing up. And we're going to make about a 6-inch loop with the navy. Chris, he's doing well. They had to change his medication because the seizures just weren't under control. And the seizure medication just makes him so sleepy. So we're going to go out to 6 and twist. But he's doing really well. I mean, he's maintaining his grades, and he's just got a really super teacher this year that's really keeping an eye on him and helping him out. He had to make a video last night. So his dad videoed him making an egg sandwich. I'm not sure what, I don't know what the assignment was, but they had to get video doing something, I guess. Hi, Janet. How are you? 6 inches, twist. And of course, you know how teenagers are. 6 inches. Now this is our last loop, so I'm not going to twist. I'm going to squish it down. Squish it down. Hi, Deanna. You know how teenagers are. He tells my dad yesterday, he says, Papa, I have to make an egg sandwich. I need somebody to videotape me making an egg sandwich. And my dad was like, you got a what now? And my dad goes, how long have you known about this? And he said 2 weeks. And of course, my dad was like, 2 weeks? Well, Dad didn't have any microwave bacon. He didn't have any eggs. He didn't have any bread. Hi, Mary. How are you? Thank you for joining. I'm so happy you guys are here. I'm going to move this forward a little bit. That's better. I'm so glad you guys are here with me because Grammy's at home. She's getting products listed for me, which is a huge help. Dovetail. I'm going to come in with the red. Again, I'm going to make about a 14-inch tail because I want to give these tails some curl when we get them on the wreath. Give it a twist. But thank you, Chris, for asking. He's doing great. I mean, it's just such a difficult age. We're going to go, let's go about an inch shorter. So we'll do 5 inches with the red. Being a teenager is hard enough without having to deal with a new seizure disorder, but he has such a great attitude, and he just, honestly, you guys, he worries about us more than anything because he doesn't want us to worry about him. Well, of course, we're going to worry like crazy. I know, Chris, I miss him being on lives with me. But gosh, he's such a teen. You know, he's got his schoolwork and then he wants to play his video games. And but I'll tell you what, he helped me big time when those pallets came in. So we're going to do 2 on each side of the red. And that'll be a nice pop of red in the middle. I don't know if any of you saw my Facebook post, but these 2 pallets came wrapped in shrink wrap, and they were huge boxes stacked on top of one another. And they had these big lids on them. And Mom and I were standing in the garage going, how are we going to get into that top box? I mean, what are we going to do? Do we get a ladder and climb up there, take the lid off and reach in and try to get out as much as we can? And Landon looked at us and he said, no, you're going to take your box cutter and you're going to cut a box in the side like a door. And then we can just reach in and pull those smaller boxes out. I was like, oh my gosh. He's never talked about wanting to be an engineer, but my dad is a retired mechanical engineer. And I swear he has so much of my dad in him. I'm going to make this one 5 inches also. He turned 13 in December. His birthday is 3 days before mine. I'm going to come out to 5 inches. And we're just going to do 1 loop on each side. So we're going to squish that down. He really is. He has such good problem-solving skills. And Mom and I just stood there like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. And then she was like, why didn't we think of that? And I'm like, I don't know. He's my pride and joy. He was born 3 days before I turned 33. And he's just been like my best friend. Now I'm going to go around with a zip tie and I'm going to start the zip tie. Make sure these are all squished down nice and tight. And then I'm going to pull it up out of the bow maker and I'm going to keep a hold of this. Someone asked me the other day, how do you keep the ribbon stacked? Well, you just have to make sure that you've got a hold of it and pull the zip tie around the back. And I keep my thumb in the front and 2 fingers in the back, and I pull, and then I slip another zip tie through. That's going to give us the attachment point for the grapevine, and then I pull it tight. He really is. He's always had a lot of concern for others. He's the kind of kid that will stick up for somebody. He doesn't tolerate bullying. He's not afraid to get help from a teacher if he sees something happening that he doesn't think is right. So we've been really blessed. Such a good kid. Now, ask me again when he's 15. Yeah, exactly, Helen. I keep my thumb on the top and 2 fingers on the back, and I just keep pressure pushing it down. And then as I slide that other zip tie through that I'm going to attach it, and then I pull the one really tight. Now I want to cover up that zip tie, and I'd like a little pop of red in the middle. So I'm going to cut a piece of the red. Oh, He sounds like me. I hope so. We've always tried to be, we're a really close family, and we've always tried to be like really positive with him. And I was really lucky. His mom and dad both let me have an enormous amount of time with him. So I think that bonded us. For a lot of years, he stayed the night with me all the time. But now that he's older, he kind of has his routine. He likes to stay at Grammy and Papa's. That's where his video games are. So see, it's not going to show a lot, but you don't want the zip tie to show. So we just put a little pop of red there in the middle. Yeah, I really do think he is an old soul, Judy. He has said some things over the years that just really make me think that he's like very intuitive and empathetic. Oh, thank you, Kimber. Oh, I will, Chris. Oh, Judy, you've got a grandson like that. That's wonderful. Well, I keep saying, like, I'll say to my brother, oh no, one day he's not going to want to hang out with us. And my brother's like, I don't really think that's going to happen, because we always wanted to hang out with our parents. Like, if we found out mom and dad were going on vacation now, we'd be like, okay, where are we going? When should we be packed? So I'm thinking I'm going to put this up here at an angle. And I'm probably going to get some of my greenery in first. So let me move this stuff back. It doesn't matter how much room you have. You never have enough. Right. You never have enough room. So let's zoom in. I'm trying to come in at a better angle for you guys, because I know my head and my back's always in the way with these grapevines. So I'm more toward there. And hopefully that'll work. Okay, let's see how that looks on there. Oh, thanks, Vanita. Thanks for joining. Okay, so I have this greenery bush that I'm going to start with to put some greens in, and this is called a berry and foliage. Some of the berries have like little touches of red on them, so I thought that would blend in nice with the patriotic theme. This is PM 2974. We do have those in the shop. So far, I think we're doing really good with the broadcast. I think hardwiring everything helped. So let's see, where did I go? Okay, I had a hard time seeing where I was on the screen. Okay, so you see how these are hand wrapped, so there's lots of different sections. I'm going to pull the big sections apart first and see what that leaves me with. I think that leaves me with 4 sections. Hi, Annette. And then I'm going to fluff out the section, make sure the leaves are pointing forward. I don't want to see the backs of leaves. I want everything to have its own little space. So sometimes if I don't realize that I'm off the camera, that might be what I'm doing, is fluffing out the greenery. And I'm going to cut it down to about a 4-inch stem. So what did you guys do for Easter? Did you have family over? Did you go see family? Or let's see. We had a quiet day at my parents' house. We played a game of Sorry. And Landon stayed in his jammies. Hi, Kim. Thanks for being here. I'm going to go up here. This grapevine's a little tight, so sometimes I have to go in, kind of find a good spot for this to go in at. That looks good. Dip it in my hot glue, swirl it around. And you're going into the grapevine, not through the grapevine. You don't want it poking out the backside. So got a little green there. Might move this up a smidge. There we go. I'm going to take another one of my pieces and fluff it. So we played a game of Sorry. The dogs played. It's so unbelievable. Jack is over 90 pounds and Teddy's 15 pounds. And they play so hard together. Oh my gosh. I kind of want this one more up this way. I'm going to trim that edge so it's a nice clean wire at the edge there. I'm trying to learn to design standing over to the side so you guys can see, but I'm a work in progress. A couple of these are stuck together. So the bow is going to be right about here. And then I'm going to curl these up. So I'm going to come down. I'm going to leave a spot for the bow. I'm going to fluff up my last 2 pieces of greenery from that bush. So you get a lot off of that one bush. You get a lot of greenery, a lot of berries. Did you guys cook Sunday? Or I know some people go out to eat. One of my neighbors, their family's out east. So they and their kids are 8 and 12. So they go out to like a nice buffet. I'm going to give it a little bit of a bend to go this way. And I'm going to trim that edge. I actually ordered Bob Evans. Their turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes and gravy is like my favorite thing in the world. So we've got a little bit of green on the base, and I might actually hold on to this 4th piece in case I need to take that apart and add some green toward the front. This is our Patriotic poppy bush. This has a lot of beautiful red, white, and blue. And its number is 10400. And since I'm obsessed with everything patriotic, we have a ton of this. I'm going to do the same thing. See how it's hand wrapped? I'm just going to pull apart the pieces. And that gives me 4 pieces. And I'm just going to fluff them up. Make sure the leaves are facing forward. Give the flowers a bend so they'll show up nice. This one's pretty. It's got some berries and it's got some little poppies and some blue flowers on there. Cut it to about 4 inches. I think I want to go about right in here with this. Get that in the glue. And sometimes the paper starts to unravel, so you just kind of have to swirl it around. I'm going to move my flowers around so they show. I want everybody front and center. And we need to come out a bit here with some of our colors, so I'm going to try to leave this stem a little longer. Actually, I'm looking to see if I have a stem that came out of that is longer here. Could always get out my pick machine, but man, that thing is so heavy and it's a pain to load. And I've just gotten to where if I can design by just, cutting a nice clean edge on my stems, that's what I've been doing. I kind of wish I hadn't invested in that, but sometimes there's a need for it. Get that trimmed off. And we're going to go up here a little bit higher. Pull these forward. Get these in here. And I'm actually going to pull that poppy in through some of that greenery. And I just fluff my greenery out. Let's see how that looks on the camera. This red one is kind of going haywire. Give that a bend. Sometimes when I'm looking at a design, I can't see it exactly. It's kind of like the forest for the trees kind of a thing, and I have to stand back and look and see what it looks like on the camera. This is going to come up under here. I think we'll go ahead and put that in. And you never want to go all the way around your grapevine with your zip tie. You don't want that zip tie to show. So I try to grab a few sturdy pieces of the grapevine and come through it, not around it. Hopefully that makes sense. Sometimes I need my little needle nose to grab a hold of that. Get it in place. And I'll trim that off. Oh, you found your pick machine at a yard sale for $20. That's amazing. Just going to trim off my zip tie. My subdivision, actually it's not the subdivision, it's the whole village of Maryville, which is where I live. They're having their village-wide garage sale this weekend. And I'm kind of torn because I want to go garage sailing, but I don't need anything. But I also probably need to stay home and maybe even set out a few things myself for the sale. But Scott and I love to go garage sailing. He sells vinyl records and he's really into like audio equipment. So he loves going to look for records that people might be getting rid of. And sometimes he'll even find like a whole collection. And then, he'll go through the collection and decide like what he wants to keep and what he wants to resell. He and my dad are both big into vinyl records. My dad only listens to music on vinyl. So I gave our ribbons some curl. Now I'm just going to work a little bit in here, kind of figure out where we want to go in with some more. Definitely need some color right here. But the best is when you find craft supplies or craft tools. Oh, it's like a dream come true. I got a whole case of grapevines at a garage sale, and it was like jackpot. Okay, so I'm going to lift these up and kind of figure out, I think right there is perfect. Just swirl around and then go up and in. If you have to go in and out of the grapevine more than once, you might have to come out and get some more glue. Sometimes a grapevine is just stubborn. So you want to make sure some of our color's showing. Bring that around here. Hold this down through. Which shows have you guys been watching? I need some new shows. I just finished Blind Spot on Hulu. That was pretty good. Got my poppy. Move this so that poppy shows. Now I just have to stand back, take a look here. We're going to need some more greenery right here, but I don't think I need this whole pick. So I'm going to pull that pick apart a little bit. And then just hold up the two pieces like a pencil and swirl it around. Get that in there. We need some green right there by the bow. Oh my gosh, you got a pig machine for free, gifted to you by your friend who owns a flower shop. Oh, that's amazing. Now I have a couple greenery left and some of the poppy pick. So now I'm just going to look around. I actually think I'd like to have some more green coming down here. So we're going to put that down there. So there's a little bit of green hanging down. There we go. I've got this one left, so I'm looking around. I'm actually going to pull that apart and trim it. I see a little area that I'd like. To go in here with some more color. Just got to find the good spot. There we go. Yeah, that needed that right there. And don't be afraid to get in there and like move your elements around, give them a bend. I think I'm going to come behind this bow with this other poppy. Ugh, glue strings, unacceptable. Unacceptable. Okay, I think I like it. What do you guys think? Well, I could hang it straight. There we go. Yeah, I think that turned out cute. So that's literally 3 1.5-inch ribbon from our shop, the royal blue, the red, and the navy. And that is 2 picks, or bouquets, I guess you would call them. The Patriotic Poppy Bouquet and the Berry and Greenery Bouquet. And look how nice and full that is. Of course, I'll leave it hanging here because I'll walk by it. I look at it from every angle. One of the things I do, I'll go this way. I've had you guys all over this table today. One of the things I'll do at the end, before I ship it out, I check the back and make sure none of my stems came through. I'll put a little glue right here where that zip tie shows, and I'll cover that with moss. And then I'll come down the side and make sure nothing looks sloppy. Like if there's any glue showing, I'll tap in a little bit of moss. And that's kind of my last thing I always do is make sure there's nothing yucky on the back, no mechanics are showing, and nothing's going to scratch up their door. So a couple times my dad has asked me like, oh, thank you guys so much. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Mary. Oh, Rosario, you're so sweet. When someone buys a wreath, and my dad does all the boxing up and packaging and shipping, he'll say, like, oh, well, I'm going to come by and get that wreath. And I'm like, no, I have to look it over first. And he's like, but it's kind of like, you know, I look at it for a little while right after I make it, see if there's anything I want to tweak. And then I look it over again before it gets shipped out. So anyway, thanks for being with me. So I wasn't by myself. Hi, Georgie. We just made a Patriotic Grapevine. I still have the hardest time figuring out which direction to go on these cameras. And if you guys haven't already, text us at 618-226-5593. Text hello and opt in. That way I can send you text messages when we go live. I don't bother you with a lot of text messages. I mean, I might tell you happy birthday or happy Easter or, hey, we're going to go live today at such and such a time. And sometimes I will let you know if we have new product in. Because like last week, it was like 2 straight days I was getting deliveries. people in my subdivision probably think I'm running some kind of crazy underground business, but it's just ribbon and flowers and greenery and pretty things. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, and I am going to call Grammy and see how she's doing on the listings. So I'll be in touch sometime this week because I want to show you some of our new products we got in. And don't forget, our live sale is Sunday. We do it at 2 Central Time. So, and I will send out a text for that. So, all right. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.